Kareem.
Hey, Patrick, congratulations.
Thank you.
Want to ask, did you learn something about the team today, or maybe what does it say about the team? Because you guys has had that long stretch off and you guys fall behind by 15 real quick. It would have been real easy to kind of, just kind of roll over, but they fought back and stayed in it, and they had the opportunity late.
Yes, it was a great win for us. That's one of the things I talked about with my guys is that, we showed some growth today. And we always talk about basketball is a game of runs. They jumped on us early, went down 15. We fought back, cut it to 4, but we didn't give up there. We took the lead. They took the lead. It was nip and tuck. We went up 3 at the 2 or 3 at the end. But we just kept on fighting, kept on persevering, and then was able to come away with the win. So yes, we showed definitely growth, a lot of growth today.
And I just wanted to ask about Chudier. Big bucket there at the end to take the lead on his birthday, but also a little bit of a lineup change. Can you go into what your thought process was and how he responded?
Just a lineup change. Wanted to go with a bit more size. I thought he did a great job. He came in, he played his minutes, played big minutes. He got not only made the basket, but also got a few rebounds, and especially the last one at the end to seal the game. So, he played great for us.
Thank you.
Next question will go to Bobby Bancroft.
First off, congratulations, Patrick.
Thank you.
How important was Chudier Bile today, and particularly his role in getting to the line? You guys have struggled as a team finding your way to the foul line.
He was huge today. It was huge. He had 19 points, 10 rebounds. He got to the free throw line 12 times, made 10 of them. He did a pretty good job defensively. So he was huge, and that's what I talked to him after the game. I said, this is what I expected from you when I got you, to be able to do things like this. He's that type of an athlete. And I told him, I said, I can't, hopefully this won't be the first or the last time that I see this out of you.
And then at the end, what was your angle on the foul they called on Blair? What did you think? Well, first of all, what was going through your mind when it happens? And did you?
I didn't see the foul.
Okay.
I didn't see the foul. I saw him run by him, and I didn't see what happened. But they said he ran into his leg. So, I have to go back and look at the film to see if it was a foul. But I'm just happy that we were able, despite the call or whatever, we still was able to secure that rebound at the end, because that's one of the things I've been talking to him about the whole year is free throw rebounds. A lot of teams have lost games on free throw rebounds. So that was a huge rebound by Q at the end to seal the victory.
Thank you.
Next question goes to John Fanta.
Patrick, congrats on the win. You've talked a lot about your defense and how it has needed to evolve. Well, today you held a guy who's been a superstar in this conference this year, David Duke, to just 5 points, 2 of 11 from the field. What did you think of the defensive effort on a player that's as good as he is?
Well, players are going to have nights. Tonight wasn't his night. Wasn't one of his night. But, Reeve took over for him. He had 28. So, they have guys that if one guy doesn't have it going, others can pick it up. I'm not going to say our defense did a great job on him. I thought my guys would try to stay with him. But, it just wasn't one of his – it just wasn't his night.
What did you think of Donald Carey today?
I thought he played solid. He missed some shots that he normally hits, but he fought. He tried his hardest on defense. He was able to get some rebounds, and he made some plays when we needed it. That was a huge layup on the break to take the lead.
You've always been a no excuses person, but when you consider the fact what you guys have been through the last couple of weeks, you know better than anybody what your team is is going through, and the fact that you got off to the start you did today. What does it say about this group that they did come back?
Hey, it was a rough, being locked down and shut down, whatever, word you want to use to describe it, is rough. Being stuck in the house, being, can't do the things that you normally do, and then when we finally was able to come back, it was like we were moving in quicksand. That's how we started the game. But I'm very happy how the guys reacted, how they fought their way out of it and dug their way out of that quicksand and was able to help us to get a win today.
Thanks.
Next question goes to Patrick Waring.
Hey, Coach. Congrats on the win today. Obviously, you know everybody knew we needed a win here. There was a lot of things going on today. Carey hits that shot under 5 minutes, hits it off the glass. Coach, you played a lot of games. Was that luck or was that skill?
Hey, it is what it is. I take it. I'll take it. I remember us playing. I was playing against the Bulls, and I hit a similar shot. I hit a three, similar to shot. Hit a three, hit it off the glass. But his was in the front. Mine was on the side. And I remember Phil Jackson saying that was luck. Well, you call it luck. It still went in. We still was able to win the game. So I'll take it.
All right. Congrats, Coach.
Thank you. We needed it.
Next question goes to Ron Bailey.
Coach, as the game went on, did you get more comfortable with running offense for Bile? I saw some back screens that was able to free him. Were you getting more comfortable calling his number as the game went on?
Well, he wasn't really calling his number. He was getting his shots out of the offense. And that's the thing that, he needed to learn. That's one of the things I've been talking to him that he needs to grasp. He's, at his other school, he was used to being the focal point, where here he's not the focal point, but he has to still be able to, get his offense get his points out of the offense, back screen, cut, he has it, pick and pop. And I thought the guys did a great job of finding him when he was open.
Okay, last question. The impact of change in defenses, talk about it. Do you think it put them on their heels?
I thought it did. We tried a new press. We tried our zone. We played man, and we were switching. So we did a lot of different things that we normally don't do, and it definitely helped.
Thank you and congratulations.
Well, thank you.
All right.
Our last question for Coach today will go to Aiden Curran.
Hey, Coach, congrats on the win. I wanted to ask you about Dante Harris. He had 8 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists today. Pretty solid all-around game. Did you think that layoff kind of helped him kind of reset? He was struggling before this layoff, and obviously a good performance today. So what did you see from him, and do you think that break helped him mentally?
Hopefully that break helped all of us mentally. It didn't at first, but I thought Dante did a great job. He stuck his nose. That's one of the things that I loved about him when he first came. I'm like, this little guy, he's gonna stick his nose in there. He's gonna be able to get rebounds. But he just had a solid game. He didn't make it that many mistakes. He got his shots when he had his shots. He made the right passes. He got in there and got key rebounds for us. He just played a great game.
And at the end of the game, CBS showed a shot of your whole bench up on its feet, cheering on their guys. This has been a tough season for you guys, obviously. But when you see something like that, the whole team cheering on each other, what does that mean to you as a coach to have your guys still engaged and locked in like that?
Oh, it's great. I mean, I have to take my hat off to these guys, because they've been doing it. They've been doing it all year. It's not just today. They've been doing it all year.
Thanks. Congrats.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Coach.
You're
We'll
welcome.
take a quick break before 2 players come on. Joining us, Chudier. We will be taking questions. Please raise your hand so I can see when you have a question. The first question will go to Patrick Waring.
Hey, Chudier, tonight or today obviously was a breakout game in a sense for you, man. How does that feel to come out and not only have a good game personally, but a good game for the team?
It feels good, I'm happy that we got the win. It wouldn't have felt as good if we didn't get the win. But, I feel like I'm starting to get more comfortable with the system and, and knowing where I'm going to attack and get my shots. So it felt good to get this win for sure, to get back on the winning side.
Next question will go to Kareem Copeland.
There you go. Hey, Trudy.
So,
How challenging was trying to get ready for this game after being off for 2 weeks? I know you guys started back practice on Sunday, but I gotta imagine it's just kind of been a weird stretch. What has that been like, being locked into your room and then all of a sudden, going to be thrown in a Big East game?
yeah, it's been tough, having to get the games postponed and then having to go into quarantine was really tough. We couldn't leave our rooms or practice. So, it was pretty tough. But, we just came together. We had a team meeting, a few days ago where we just were able to really like hash stuff out and really come more together as a team. And I feel like that showed today on the court.
Cool. Thank you. One actually follow. Can you share what you guys hashed out? I know it's a team meeting, but can you share some of the things that you guys discussed?
Nah, I'd rather keep that in-house.
Had to ask. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Next question will go to Ron Bailey.
Thanks. Your coach, congratulations, Bile. Your coach
Thank you.
mentioned that he's been preaching you to use the offense to get your numbers out of the offense. Do you think this was that you did the best this time? And then number two, what have you learned in terms of how to get numbers out of the offense as opposed to just breaking off?
Really just to let the game come to me and just take my shots, when I'm open and not try to force anything. And I feel like that's really helping me, play a lot better.
Is it a comfort level that you're getting with the offense that's allowing you to trust it more?
Yeah, definitely. Coach Ewing, he puts us in good positions to make plays and take your shot when you have it. When you don't have your shot, move it. So that's something that I'm really trying to focus on, is just if I have my shot or if I have a drive, take it. But if I don't, pass it to the open teammate, and then, that's going to really help our offense.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, next question goes to Bobby Bancroft.
Hey, Chudy. The announcers today during the game had mentioned that Patrick wanted the seniors to kind of take control. You haven't been there a whole long time, but you are a senior. Do you feel like that's something like you're one of the leaders of this team?
Yeah, definitely. We got a lot of young guys and a lot of newcomers. So we just came together, just this year. So, and especially with COVID, it's been tough to build that chemistry and that camaraderie. But, like I said, we had a team meeting, and I feel like that really helped us come together more as a team. And then, like I said, I feel like that's going to pave ways for us, going along the season.
And then as far as you guys, having to stay in your rooms and all that stuff, Pat joked with us on Thursday that he was concerned you were playing too many video games. What does a high-level athlete like yourself do in that situation to keep going? Did you download an app and do a bunch of workouts in your room, and were you watching film and stuff like that?
Yeah, I don't really play too many video games, but I'll play a little bit. But
yeah.
Coach Hill, our strength coach, he sent us some workouts to do during quarantine, just some some body weight stuff, just to kind of keep our legs and our core and stuff like that. So, I mean, it wasn't, ideal to be able to come out and play a Big East game and be in shape, but I mean, we was at least doing something.
Thank you.
All right, our last question for Chudier will go to Marcus Washington.
Hey, I know you said earlier that you wanted to let the game come to you, but coming into today, did you have the attitude of, when I get my opportunities, I'm going to be very, very aggressive, or did it just kind of happen organically?
I feel like I'm at my best when I'm aggressive, but I just got to know how to, be aggressive at the right times, So maybe when it moves around a couple times, not try to go on the first catch and, things like that. Just stuff that, we talk about a lot in practice. So I feel like it's starting to translate now to the games.
Thanks.
All right, thank you so much. Congratulations on the win. And if everybody wants to stick around for one last player, just be a quick break.
All right, thank you.
Here, congratulations on the win, Donald.
Thank you.
Our first question for today for Donald will go to Patrick Waring.
Hey Don, I actually asked Coach about this. So I want to ask you about this too. You hit a big shot from behind the line. Was that luck or skill off the glass?
I want to say skill. It felt good coming off my hands. So I want to say skill. I don't think it was luck.
All right. I just want to check in with you. I mean, look, you're a scorer. You scored, on many levels. So I just want to check in with you on that tonight. But great shot.
Yes, sir.
Our next question will go to Kareem Copeland.
Hey, Don. I know it's been like a weird stretch here, with you guys being, having to shut down for a while. And then it sounds like you guys had a team meeting trying to get back in your groove. What's it say about you guys that it would have been real easy to lay down after falling behind by 15 early, but you guys kind of kept chipping away and fighting back? What's that say about you guys as a group?
I think that we're just a tough team. We've been doing it all year, being in close games. We just been coming out on the low side of it, but today we came out with the W. So I'm glad that we fought and just showed our toughness that we've been showing before, but more importantly, came out with the W.
What felt different this time? What kind of allowed you guys get over the hump in this one?
This game, actually, we didn't have as many turnovers as we usually do. I think we just played together. We stayed with it no matter what happened in the game. We was on to the next play. What's the next thing we had to do in order to get the win? And then ultimately, I think we just made enough plays at the end of the day to get the win. So that's the biggest difference there.
Cool. Thank you.
No problem.
Our next question will go to John Fanta.
Donald, you talk about that three-pointer, but you've been talking about being in those close situations. That 5-point swing for you where you gave your team that 2-point lead back, just, take me through what's going through your mind in those moments and how much of an importance you put on yourself there in these tight situations to try to execute like you did today.
I just try to just stay ready for the opportunity, whatever presents itself, whatever I need to do, be aggressive, be smart, and at the end of the day, make the right play. I know my coaches and teammates trust me with the ball in my hands and with the ball out of my hands. So at the end of the day, I just tried to make the best play out there, and I completed on it.
What did you think of Chudier's effort?
Oh, Chudier stepped in and came in big for us, rebounded defensively and offensively.
Our next question will go to Ron Bailey.
Thanks, Abs. So we understand that you guys, congratulations the first time.
Appreciate it.
All right. We understand that you guys had, a 2-week isolation period that was, probably pretty lonely. You guys were pretty much by yourselves for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Talk about managing that. How hard was that for a young guy or a person, period? And what did you do to alleviate the boredom and isolation?
One, to look on it as a positive side, you get a little bit of rest when you're but in terms of boredom, I just watch movies, pretty much that, and just get my workouts in my room and just sleep. I don't really play games, but just, that type of stuff. And I'm also still watching the Big East while they're playing other Big East teams and other competition that we may see in the future.
Do you guys keep connected via some kind of social media application?
Our team?
Yeah.
Oh, we got multiple team group messages. We always talking, so we always communicate. And some of the guys, they play. I don't play video games, but they definitely do. They talking on the game nowadays. You can talk while you're playing, so
right.
They communicate with each other.
Okay, thank you, man.
No problem.
All right.
Our next question will go to Bobby Bancroft.
Don, you're obviously one of the more experienced players. You've been in a couple different schools before this. You've kind of seen a little bit of everything. Just be honest, what did you feel about coming into this game? Like, how different was it with that layoff?
I don't think it was any different than any other game.
Okay.
For us, we had a little edge. We haven't won in a while. We were off for a long time. So we just wanted to come out, play as hard as we can, and do what we had to do to get the win. That's how we approach the situation. I don't really look at it as a setback. I just feel like we was more anxious to get a win because we haven't played in so long. Just an opportunity to go out here and compete with each other and show that we are a good team in the Big East.
And then obviously it's not, you said getting some rest can be good, but it's not the kind of break anybody would really want. Do you think this maybe came at a good time for this particular team? If there's a positive to come out of it?
I feel like it just depends how you look at it. You could say that because we've been losing up to that point, and then today we come out with a W. But like I said, all the games that we lost, they were kind of close games. We just came out on the bottom side of that. So it just depends how you look at it, really.
Thank you.
No problem.
All right, our final question for today will go to Aiden Cran.
Hey, Don, congrats on the win. Seemed like you guys really picked up the defense and the rebounding in the second half in particular. What was the message from coach at halftime, and what was the key to that increase in the second half?
Well, it was simply that. That's what hurt us in the first half. We went down by, I think, 15 or more. We was getting hurt on the rebounding side and the defensive side. So we just had to make that adjustment and stay with what we was doing. And then eventually we came up with the W. So
Thanks.
no problem.
All right, thank you so much, Donald. You're free to go celebrate with your team now.